Hello, 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 family. Welcome to your Hitman E Underground Music Review Show. I am your lady love here, and you are watching WJCC Cool
Memories of your
TV. And they're so excited for you
face,
to be here.
I
Please make sure you like,
see
follow,
so
share, subscribe
clear.
on all social media platforms. We appreciate having you here.
Memories in my
How
mind,
is everybody?
I hear
Guess what?
so
I got something
clear.
amazing for you today. Y'all doing good? How was your Mother's Day? Did you celebrate? Did you celebrate kindly and happily? Did you pay homage to the women that went before us? I'm sure you did. You know what? I want to just say that I had an amazing Mother's Day. I had an amazing Mother's Day. I talked to my family, wishing my mom a happy Mother's Day, wishing all the women that have attributed to my life happy Mother's Day. And what an honor to be in Hattiesburg, Mississippi with the JTR Productions, which went extraordinarily well. We were there, we were at it was called the Forest County Multi-Purpose Center Fairground, and it actually was at the 36th annual Mother's Day Blues Fest, featuring so many artists like Faye Russell, King Russell, Lady Trucker, West Love, Obie Buchanan, Pokey Bear, Jay Wan, and yours truly, Lady Love. Priscilla Price was actually on the show as well, and just to have accompaniment, my uncle Chris Tellis was amazing. He was there making sure that I was good. Al Bracy making sure that I was good, overseeing the process. It's just an awesome opportunity. Today, what we're going to do, I have something special to give to you and to introduce you. We have a guest that is coming on our show today that was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. Y'all know Detroit is fly. It don't get no better than Detroit, Michigan. You feel me? Yes. Give it up for Detroit. Y'all love Detroit? Tell me if you love Detroit or not. Y'all better love Detroit. But Detroit has so many up and coming artists, so many seasoned artists. And Beth, 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 Beth is the artist that will be on our show today. And her lineage, taking it back to her father, one of the funk brothers of Motown, one of the legends of Motown, Grammy Grammy nominated, award winning funk brother from Motown, Johnny Griffith. It's just a pleasure to know that, I share joint likings with Beth. We both graduated from Mumford High School. We both were vocal coached by the legend Deidre Thompson. If anybody knows Mrs. Deidre Thompson, please give a round of applause to Mrs. Thompson. Y'all know y'all got to pay homage to Miss Thompson. She is the lady, okay? She is a phenomenon. But Beth has done so much, and we are elated to have her on the Lady Love and Hitman E Underground Music Review Show, and also paying homage to one of her overseers, Mr. Ron Leffert. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for um, joining us together and making sure that we are at par with the whole process. So, just to give a little bit about Beth, she was on The Voice. She was on The Voice and did an amazing job. She actually did the fireworks, so she sang also the national anthem, and it's just an honor for her to be able to pay homage to the city of Detroit. And you know what? Who just popped on my beautiful screen? My sister Queen. I'm sitting here just ramming on about you, girl. I'm going
Good
in.
morning.
Girl, I'm sitting here just going in. You got to stop me, Beth.
How are
How are
you?
you? Hey. Hey, lady. So who is here, the beautiful, beautiful queen herself, Mrs. Beth, all the way Beth. Tell us how you doing, lady.
I'm good today. How are you?
I am awesome sauce. I am awesome sauce.
Good.
Listen, I was just talking about Mrs. Thompson. And, just to know that you graduated from Mumford, I mean, I'm really resonating with that right now.
Mm-hmm.
How was it in high school being coached by one of the legends in Detroit, gearing you to your amazing journey as it stands right now?
I didn't know really what was happening. We were just kids in high school singing in choir. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we didn't know. We knew some greats had come before us. We knew famous gospel artists, the Winans, the Clark sisters, Commission, Earl Clue. We knew they had come before us, but we still were kids. So, we just were in the choir singing songs and skipping class, hiding in the choir room. I mean, right. We just was having fun, It's more meaningful now when you look back and you're like, oh, wow, we had all these amazing influences
Yes.
and influencers,
Yes.
because that word wasn't used back then, the influencer word.
Yes.
But, we were just in class and singing and, mad at Miss Thompson because she told us we couldn't wear earrings when we sang, like stupid stuff like that. And then now we understand and we appreciate everything that she imparted into us. So yes, that's awesome.
Oh my God. If you all are just tuning in, we have this beautiful legend. You're a legend in yourself.
Oh, girl.
You don't realize it, Beth. You don't realize it because years go on and time goes on and it takes time to get to where you are.
Mm-hmm.
So you become legendary, right? So this is Beth. You all
thank you.
Heart it up, like it up for this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful being. But yeah, just being in school because it starts somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But going prior to Mrs. Thompson, your father,
Mm-hmm.
your father, Mr. Johnny Griffith,
Mm-hmm.
had to instill some amazing gems to help you get along. I also saw that you played piano. So
Mm-hmm.
take us on that journey with Mr. Griffith and your piano process.
Okay, so again, I'm just a kid. And it's like going there and practice piano. And I want to go outside, right? Or I want to play with my Barbie dolls. Or I want to play with my friends. And your dad is making you do something to discipline you, which you don't even understand or get that it will impact your life in the future, right? You're just having fun. You're just a kid. And that was just my dad. I didn't even know the impact of what he left in the music business until long time later. He was just my dad and he played the piano all the time. He came in and out of town. And, I didn't know. I would hear people say, oh, yeah, Johnny worked for Motown. And I would be like, okay.
Yeah.
That was just my dad, right?
Right.
As he got older and he passed away at the young age of 66. I wish that I would have had more time with him and for him to explain and tell me more stories, but he did tell me a lot. And he really was a disciplinarian and wanted us to be disciplined, and not a disciplinarian in a bad way.
Okay.
My father never even spanked us. Like my mother was the one that was like, I'm gonna get you. But my dad was like, no, let's talk to the kids. Let's reason with them. He was such a sweet, funny. My father was hilarious, and he loved to have fun, and he loved to. One of his favorite things, and I get this from him now. He absolutely adored popcorn, and I eat popcorn all the time. So, with him just being my father, he just wanted me to do good in school. And he really did not want me to go into the music business. That was something him and my mother really did not want me to do because of the the bad stuff.
Just calling it a spade a spade. Yeah.
It is just the bad stuff, And but they told me as a kid they could see in my personality that they thought I was going to be an entertainer, and it kind of scared them a little bit. My brother is not like that. My sister is not like that. But I was bitten by the bug at an early age. And my father and mother really didn't nurture that entertainment side of me. They nurtured the education side. And the artistic side of me, I had to grow and develop it myself. And I think that's why it took me so long to actually start to pursue going into the business, because I went to college and got my degree and worked in corporate America for a long time until I got sick of it. And I was like, I can sing. Let me try this. And that's actually what happened.
You have really shed light on the world. You know why? Because when you have been given that gift by our Creator, you're given that. You didn't say, well, Creator, when you create me, I want.
Because I got a couple things. If I could have made a list, a couple things I would have asked for that I didn't get.
So you're like, well, in the meantime, but while you're creating, but what you have been given is a gift that everybody don't have. Everybody doesn't have that, and everybody can't be entrusted with it. And for you to be geared into education first, but still have the flair, it helped to mend and blend and get you to where you needed to be in this stage. But look at where you are, because you not only were educated and you paid attention, because you need to take those tools with you, you were able to also be artistic and also be able to be creative, so that others can say, you know what, if she could do it, I can do it. Now at what stage did it push you? Because what I see, basically your repertoire, you started, you began a new album or a song or your first single. Was that Free in 2017?
Yes. So the album was done, but we just released the first single of Free in 2017.
Okay.
And it was supposed to come out in November of 2016. But my mother got sick, so we just put everything on hold until we knew she was better. And then we released it in 2017. And then the whole album came out in August of 2017. I don't even remember when we released the single, but it was a little bit before the album came out. So that was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from your education standpoint into you actually going into not even going into the studio. Education standpoint, thinking about going into the studio because you were creating some music, or you heard like, oh my God, your spirit is like, baby, I need you to go and be free.
Right.
So what pushed you to say, hey, Dad, Mom, I love you. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for paying homage. Thank you for doing everything you needed to do for me. Now that I'm here, what made you move into going into creating Free, and you just like free as a bird now? Walk us through that process.
I'm still figuring that out. It is just something that's inside that had to come out, and I really suffered for a long time with crippling stage fright. So there were times that I wanted to sing way before 2017, being a solo artist, but I just could not get past that wall of fear and insecurity and self-sabotage and self-doubt, all of those things, that we have, that most people have, that make us not do something. Now, everybody has that. Everybody doesn't allow it to win, though. Because we've all talked ourselves out of something. It's a matter of knowing what that is and knowing how to master it. And it took me a couple years of knowing, acknowledging what my weaknesses were, not acknowledging, not, I'm not saying not, but acknowledging what my insecurities were, acknowledging what my fears were. So that was one category. And then I had to acknowledge what it was I really wanted and what I was willing to push and fight for. And what I really wanted and what I was willing to push and fight for was much larger than my insecurity, my self-doubt, all of that. So once I put them in two different categories and put that bad stuff in a pile, I stepped on it and squashed it, moved to the other category, which was uplifting and making me happy. I knew it was going to take a lot of work. And I made sure I surrounded myself with people that understood what I was dealing with, and they were able to help push me to where I needed to go. And I took baby steps to overcome my insecurities, to overcome my stage fright. And one of those, you may not say it's a baby step, but I started being a background singer. And I figured, how can I outsmart the devil? Pretty much. What's wrong and how do we make it right? What's wrong is I have a gift and a talent and I'm too afraid to use it, and I need to be on the stage. How do I get on the stage without it being too overwhelming and traumatic, right? Be a background singer. You're on the stage, but you're in the back. So you can watch everything in the front, feel your way through it. And I just took my time doing that until I started emerging to the front. And, you know, I just had to figure it out.
Well, you know what, Beth? What I call it, and being an artist alike, you faced the acknowledgement. Not only did you face it, you said, thank you, in your own way. Because in order for you to get over it, you had to receive it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you received it, you gained courage. And that courage embedded in you to say, you know what? I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to move on this side because I know that this is where I deserve to be and where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
My faith is over fear. And you welcomed it. You know, you said, I'm tired. I don't want to. Because obviously your gift was just ringing in you. And when your gift is ringing in you, when it's something that you have to really get done and get out, it'll trample over fear.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said with your baby steps. You said, I don't know if I'm going to call it a baby step or not, but you decided to do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with you deciding to do something, it's not only paving the way for young women that are looking to do the same thing, it's helping to understand that they can continue in their journey and be courageous no matter what they face.
Mm-hmm.
I am so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. And I'm proud of myself because I could have not pushed, and I pushed. So thank you.
Yes, and you could have sat still. You could have chosen to, like, you know what? Hey, I'll stay in corporate America. And ain't nothing wrong with corporate America because corporate America moves you into where you want to be actually. But you could stay stagnant and get by, buy the nice little house, buy the nice little car,
Mm-hmm.
do your 9 to 5 routine. But you like, hey,
I hated it.
You was like, I'm not even gonna let you.
I was not even the best employee. Like I would be like, ugh. I would come to work and every so often, I would do everything I was supposed to do. And then some days I was like, I ain't doing nothing. And I was like, I don't need to be here.
You get tired because your universe within you is so big. And if it's confined, it's frustrating and you get null and void.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to stay there when you got so much to give and you have so much. And getting to know you, your sophomore album, really expands that. I listened to, but I love. Okay, so there was a few that really grabbed me. All of them I love. But
Thank you.
you know, I gotta go here. I gotta go here. Beth, please let me do this. I
No,
gotta do
please.
this.
I want to know what you think about the album. Please tell me.
Your sound reminds me of like Vanessa Williams, a blend of Vanessa Williams, Tamia, and Tony Braxton. I heard all their whole center. I heard all that in your sound, but it with all of their sounds, it all came out of you, but it was in your own way.
And those are all my influences that I listen to. I tell people when you listen
Are
to
you
me,
kidding?
no, when I tell people when they say, "Well, who you sound like?" I said, "Well, I listen to a lot of music in the '90s. You're gonna hear
Right.
'90s. I'm a '90s singer.
Girl.
That's my time when I was developing my voice and listening to people. It was all the '90s,
The 90s.
and I love that music.
Oh, me too. Girl,
Yeah.
you got to come back on my show because we got a whole bunch of 90s show with Beth and Lady Love. 90s was the era.
You got everybody from the '90s. You're gonna hear a little bit of me. You're gonna hear a little bit of Whitney. You're gonna hear Tony Braxton. You're gonna hear a little Anita. You're gonna hear Vanessa Williams. You're gonna hear SWV. You're gonna hear Escape. All of the girls from the '90s. That's what you're gonna hear.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's what I listen to.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful because I still have to turn it on. Not even the women, the men. You got Jodeci. We had, when Prince came out with Diamonds and Pearls. Like, oh my God! But it helped. It really it put a bug in us. And that sound from the '90s was like no other. The '80s was awesome sauce too. It was more '80s was more of like a retro disco hip hop. The real established hip hop sound for me started in the '80s.
But '90s they were singing.
But '90s they were singing.
And now they're not singing.
It's a little different.
Right.
It's a little different. But thank goodness and thank God that you still have the opportunity and you stuck with it to still bring you out, to still be able to bring the '90s sound out, but in your own way. I love. Okay, so Call Me. I love Love Is in the Building.
Thank you.
Over You. You like I'm tired. I don't want it.
Yeah, you can go.
Here.
We're done here.
But when I loved your harmony. Your harmony was real tight. The way that you had the way that so Anise Records am I saying that correct?
Yeah, Anise Records. That's my label. Yes.
Beautiful. The
Thank
way
you.
that they collaborated and worked with the producers and whoever put your engineer and did your engineering.
That's Marcus Divine.
Marcus Divine. Come on, Mark. Everybody clap it up, heart it up, like it up. For Anise Records, Marcus Divine. Everybody comment, like, subscribe. Y'all are watching Wjzz Cool TV. You got to do a little bit with our very own Beth on the show today. But Beth just spoke about Marcus Divine. He did an amazing job with her album.
Thank you.
The way that your harmony and the timing is so important in the song, and it's very effective when it's connecting with the person that's listening to the lyrics. I hope you understood where I was going. With that being said, wherever a person is, on my show, my son and I created this show in 2020. He actually would always look at music reviews. And I just came down. I was ill. I wasn't sure if I had COVID or not, but I was at home recuperating, and he would always play these music reviews. And I said, baby, we should do that. But the way that we do ours, we really, really, really listen to the music. So while I was listening to your songs, girl, I was going in, listening to the highs, the lows. I was able to connect with, who you were inspired by. So I'm glad that you were able to, confirm that. But rating it from a beat feel mix, it Marcus Yvonne did an amazing job.
And I have two other producers on the album too, just to acknowledge them.
Okay.
So Marcus did the overseeing of the entire album and basically did all the vocal production. So what you're talking about now would be him. There was two other producers, Kenny Flay and Cordell Walton. Cordell Walton did my first album.
Okay.
And Kenny Flay is a friend of mine that is an excellent producer who has a tremendous resume. From Janet Jackson to me, like just amazing. So the three of them did the production, and then Marcus did the vocal production, and he's actually works for the label, so he handles the music. He's brilliant.
He did an amazing. So everybody heard it up to and like it up for Kenny Flay, Cordell Walton, paying homage to legends.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't have to just be a legend because you were in something for 90 years.
Right.
You're a legend because you grabbed a hold to what you were supposed to do and you moved in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's legendary. So yay. Okay, Beth, you have so much that I want. I have so many different things that I want to like just go over because, talking about your career with Kim and Anita Baker and being able to be alongside them. Of course, Anita was in the 90s. Tell us about how you were able to just soak in her wisdom. Girl, that's the lady who came up with the rapture. Caught up in the who that is the woman who did fairy tales. Fairy tales. Oh my God. So tell us that experience on how she helped groom you because you made a decision. And the decision that you made, you jumped right into the pool of a seasoned legend. So tell us about that experience and how it really helped to develop you. Beth, can you hear me? I think I'm losing you a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Think of that. Okay.
Are you there?
Okay, I can hear you now. Okay.
Did you hear my question?
I did not. It froze up on my
Oh, it
end.
froze up. Well, I was going in. I'm way too late. Did you hear me?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know how the
It's
internet
okay.
is.
Listen, so my question was when you made the decision to embrace your courage.
Mm-hmm.
And when you moved into the industry, you went straight to a legend, Anita Baker, Kim. So the experience with Anita, tell us how her wisdom helped you because you went into her world. She had already established this place, and you come in like, I am in a learning space. I welcome you. I receive you. Tell me how that went.
Working with her was life changing. It was larger than life because that was my first major touring job, and I come out of this place where okay, I'm gonna try this, and it was never a thought in my mind that I wanted to be a lead singer. I always just thought I was gonna be a background singer, and I was okay with that. My thought process was I'm not gonna have the pressure of being a lead singer. I still be on stage. I still get to travel, the lights, the hair, and the makeup. I still get all the fun stuff. I don't have all the mess to go with it. I get with Miss Baker, and it was just one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever had in my life to date. To watch her come out, entertain the crowd, sing her songs, just do her.
Yeah.
I feel like I had a front row seat to the most amazing master class ever. And no one can ever take that away from me. And at the time I'm watching her, I still really had no idea that I would be doing what I do today. I'm just like, oh, I work with Anita Baker. This is amazing. And I get to watch her. Never thinking that those things that I watched and me being a sponge, I was going to implement into my own performances, my own career, my own decision making, everything that I do as a female artist. The things that she does that she did. So I'm forever grateful. It's just amazing to work with her. And I have to say thank you to Michael Powell. He walked me right over to Anita. He knew that I wanted to sing background. And he took me to Aretha Franklin first and tried to get me a job with her. And Miss Franklin passed on me because I had never been on tour before. And she said she didn't want to take me out because I was just too fresh and too new. And she said, I just don't want to put you in that situation. Just with everything else that comes with touring and being on the road if you've never been on the road before. And Aretha Franklin knew my dad because my dad worked with her. He was her first touring piano player. So she's like, I know your daddy. She's like, and where I knew your dad. And she said, I'm just not going to take you out on the road like that. So she passed on me, and Mike said, okay, I'll take you to somebody else. And then the next person was Anita Baker, right? So and then I stayed with her 5 years touring.
And she said yes. And that yes, I'm sure melted your heart. Because but it was just so overwhelming. I was just happy to sing. I don't even think I knew the magnitude of what it was I was even getting into. That was the beginning of something life-changing for me. And it was just crazy. It was crazy good. Crazy good. And from there you moved, working with Kim. But in that time, you created your sophomore album. Is that correct?
Yes. I've been with Kim 10 years. So professionally, like on that touring level, I've been doing it 15 years. I was 5 years with Anita, 10 with Kim, and then you can sprinkle in Najee and then I toured for 6 months last year with the Wjzz.
Nice. That's awesome. That's so awesome. And now you're continuously moving. Now you're continuously reinventing yourself. You just had the opportunity to open up for Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle. How was that?
Incredible. It was awesome. They are women. I've been so blessed in my career to look back and see the women that I've actually been able to meet, talk to, be on the same stage with, be on a ticket with, Whitney Houston, Anita Baker, Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle. Who does that? I'm like, God is so kind, right? So it was so. I'm still trying to like pinch me. That was like incredible. Fortunately, I had been able to be in Patti LaBelle's presence previously. Kim did a Christmas album and a short tour with Patti LaBelle and Ronald Isley a couple years ago. So I sang background for Patti LaBelle.
Okay.
She don't remember me.
She didn't remember.
I remember her though, and I got a picture to prove. But
there.
Yes, so being with her was great then, and to speak with her before I went on the stage on Mother's Day was awesome. I've always been a fan of Patti LaBelle, and it was just incredible. And Miss Gladys Knight, the Empress of Soul. I've always been a fan of hers, and I met her last year because she had dates with the Wjzz. So we were able to meet her, connect with her. I know her whole camp. So when we all got to the Fox, it was like, hey, because I knew everybody. I hadn't seen her yet. but my dressing room was right next to hers. So we did get a chance to talk. And she looked at me. She said, I know you. Where I know you from? And I said, oh my God. So I was so excited.
I guess you do.
So I was like, oh my God. So I told her, I was like, yeah, I just met you a couple months ago with the OJs. I was doing background for them and all of that. So it was so nice to reconnect with her, camp. I hope to work with her again in the future. If Patty LaBelle would have me, her as well. So it was just amazing. It was a great feeling. The stage felt great. My time on the stage was my time. I received it. I was honored that I had it, and I tried to give all of Beth that I could to the people of Detroit, and I was grateful to New Day Entertainment for placing me on that bill. Because a lot of times they don't put flyers on the openers on the flyer, and the fact that they did that and they promoted me as well, I was just whoa, thank you. But at the same time, I said my God is big and my God is great.
My God is big. My God is great. Oh, and greatly to be praised.
Yes.
Greatly to be praised. And you all are watching Lady Love and Hitman, the underground music review show featuring our beautiful queen, the lady legendary Beth. And I know y'all
thank you.
Legendary, yeah, legendary.
You're being kind. Thank you. But guess what? I receive it because you might be speaking into what's coming, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh yes. And I'm elated to hear what you're doing moving forward. So we have the sophomore album, Get to Know Me. Everyone, cop her album. You can find it on all streaming platforms. Beth, tell us what you're doing. Tell us where you would prefer people to go to really get to know you.
If you want to follow me on social media, I'm at Beth Always Sings. I'm Beth on Facebook. That's my fan page on there. And right now I'm really resting. You know the joke amongst like my team is that I've been there's like you've been on tour for 2 years, and it's a joke. I haven't been, but I actually have been touring for a year and a half. I started touring last year in January. After Kim's tour, I came home for 2 weeks and went back out with the OJs for the rest of the year, the last 6 months. We stopped in December. Then I started back touring with Kim January. And then we just got finished the day before Mother's Day, so May 13th. And I flew in to do the Mother's Day show from our last Kim tour. Wow. So I've been touring for almost a year and a half, literally. And I'm at home. I'm getting reacclimated to my house, cleaning up, finding things that I forgot I had. Being here with my husband and my mother, it's a lot. And we will be starting on album number 3, June. And then I have some shows coming up. And all of those things will be posted on my social media. When we confirm the date, we'll be doing a little tour for Beth, a Get to Know Me tour. So I'm just taking a little break now, just to rest a little bit because I have been gone for such a long time. And I've been coming home in between, but just the back and forth. So I'm just trying to rest a little bit because I want to give when I do a show, I want to give you my all, and I don't want to be tired. Trying to rest a little bit.
You've got to be rested. Well, you all, I want you to know that this is such a sweet opportunity to have our platform blessed with Beth. And we want to continue to listen and connect and hear where Beth is going. So you all like, follow, share, subscribe, visit her website, connect with her touring date, see what she's doing, because Beth comes from a platform of music which resides in Detroit, Michigan. And her very own father helped lead the way. Beth, thank you ever so kindly.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
And I would love to have you back. And
Okay.
hopefully
Okay.
we can get that squared away and stamped so we can hear more about what you're doing. Maybe we can get it going around June when you get ready to release your new album or somewhere around that
Okay.
time.
Okay.
How about that?
That's fine.
That's
I'd
fine.
love to
I'd
come
love to
back.
come back.
And when
When
we
we,
well,
you know, you
you
connected with
connected
Ron
with
who books
Ron who books
everything, just
everything,
reach out
just
to
reach
him,
out to him,
and I'd be
and
happy to
I'd be
come
happy
back.
to come back.
Awesome sauce. Thank you so much, everybody. Lady Love brings the heat to them. Thank you ever so kindly for joining the show. You all are awesome sauce. You are watching WJZZ Cool TV. All of our sponsors, we thank you. If you would love to cash at me at Nicolette Nicola, you can find me on Nicolette Nicola on Cash App and also ladylovemusic.com. You all, we will see you next time. Take care.
Bye
And
bye.
be safe.
Bye bye.